And just like that, I'm back. I'm back, and I'm playing against the Storm. It's been a bit, slightly longer than usual, but yeah, well, Baldur's Gate 3 came, and I and every other gaming streamer on the internet had to play it, so this was delayed a bit. But I'm here now. You're getting a bonus stream today. I'm gonna do 2 streams in one day. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. But yeah, gonna tackle the Adamantine Seal. Must be done on Prestige 20. The hardest of the difficulties. What makes Prestige 20 rather hard compared to every other difficulty is that you get one less blueprint. Now that doesn't sound like much, but it is. Trust me. It sucks. It sucks a whole lot. Having less blueprints means you're way less flexible, and it's way harder to get things going, which is it's the real challenge of this game, is to like get to the point where you're not starving and everyone's happy without, the storm making everything too horrible and everybody leaves. Speaking of everybody leaving, there is a higher penalty for losing villagers on it. Prestige 20. I think it's like, instead of half a impatience point for every person that leaves, it's like a whole one. It's pretty nasty. I try not to lose anyone to the best of my ability, but some games are just hard. Also, there's a fee for each discovered glade. God, this modifier sucked a couple of patches ago, because I would completely forget about it, open up patches, and then I would suddenly lose 3 people, which could like lose me a game. Because yeah, if you don't spend a certain amount of amber per glade, depends on how big the glade is, then the queen recalls people from your town back to the citadel, and that counts as losing people, which increases the impatience, and it sucks. So, but luckily, in the last couple of patches, the devs added an accountant of sorts, and it seems to me that the accountant lets you defer payments for a year, which is very nice. So, like, you have X amount of time to, like, actually pay this kind of stuff before it causes a massive amount of trouble for you. So I'm looking forward to that. But, yeah, what I'm not looking forward to is how incredibly hard this is going to be. I managed to score 11 reserve embarkation points for this particular endeavor, and I feel like I am going to need them, because this far out, you only get 2, which is real stingy. So I'm starting with the middle one here. I'm thinking going with humans and lizards. The humans will help me find some fertile ground, so I can start farming as fast as possible. To wit, I'm probably going to grab either the herb garden or the small farm. I like the plantation the most because it gives you 2-star food right away. But small farm is it's 2-star food once you get some way to make flour, and the vegetables will like get you through quite a bit of time regardless, especially if you find some like bonus to vegetable pickups or stuff. And the herb garden, like, it's also 1-star food, and it's like, you can turn the roots into flour, but the herbs you can't. And I find it very rough to make the herb garden work unless you have spices, in which case the herb garden starts to just go absolutely crazy good. It's cornerstone dependent is what I'm saying, but it can be good. I'm going to pick up the small farm because the plantation is very, very expensive, and I'm going to need all the help I can get. For example, during one of the events on the way here, I picked up a modifier where I lose 2 people from my caravan to start with. So as you might notice, I only get 4 people in this, plus these 2, but that's a bonus. So yeah, you need people to start with, because one person's always on the hearth. you want to have at minimum 3 people woodcutting, in my opinion. And so like 4 people would leave no one to do anything else. So like you want to start with a decent group, probably around like 10 or something. I find is like the most optimal way to go about it. But yeah, uh, I'll start with 6. I'll get +3. I'll start with 9. It'll do. It's not perfect. Gonna pick up some amber so that my first glade doesn't destroy me. And then that leaves me with just four points to play around with. Uh, Taking a look at the natural resources. Berries and roots come from herbalist camps, which might make me lean towards the picking up the good herbalist camp. I might take the forager's camp if it was available, just for the roots. Uh, but it's too expensive, as you might have noticed. I do lean very heavily on taking blueprints because, as I mentioned, I get one less blueprint, and blueprints are just very, very precious. Uh, Same reason why I start with Amber. I usually try to get a trader up in year 2, and that can solve a lot of problems. Uh, Games get very hard if you don't have a trader. But yeah, for the last 4, I think I'm just gonna grab the herbalist camp. So I have something to do with fertile ground, which I'll be able to see with the humans. I'll have some amber to hopefully buy my way out of problems if they arise, and the herbalist camp to exploit dangerous glades, which I should be popping open relatively soon. Hopefully by year 2. We gotta start with extra bricks, which is really, really nice for lizards and humans because they both use bricks in their advanced housing, and I want to get advanced housing up as soon as possible. They added upgrades to housing, which I have been playing around with, getting up to this point. And long story short, the advanced housing makes getting more people in your house a lot stronger. It also could increase move speed, which can almost be equally as good. So, like, you'll see. I will definitely play around with that. It can be a touch expensive, depending on the buildings you get at first, but, you know, we'll see. Whoo boy, look at all them additional effects. And the land tax. Pay 2 amber every time you discover a small glade, and 6 every time you discover a dangerous or forbidden glade, or 2 people will leave. And losing villagers adds another half a point to impatience. Very, very nasty. Also, resources burn quicker, and if people don't have enough to eat, they'll gain 2 stacks of hunger instead of 1, which means they starve to death twice as fast. So, yeah. This will be the hardest game. Well, let's just say it's gonna be a hard game. It's not gonna be the hardest game I've ever streamed because I did do a series where I beat Prestige 20 through great time and effort, but man, it was like, it was not guaranteed I would win any of those because Prestige 20 is hard. It's real, real hard. Especially since I have 2 fewer blueprint choices. Ugh. Ugh. But anyway, let's see what we got here. Unfortunately, no workshop, so I'm not going to get lucky today. The monastery is a good service building, but that will take a while for it to be useful. Smithy's pretty great, though, to be honest. 2 of my 3 people need coats. Tools are just like a way to get victory points. It's just a way to win. Maybe I will figure out some way to get metal in some way, shape, or form. There are clay pits around, which are an okay source of copper ore. So like it is possible for me to get a metal industry up on this map. So let's click that. It'll do. Hey, workshop. I'm not even going to look at the other one. It was the rain mill. That would have been also pretty darn good, but no, nothing is as good as starting out with the workshop, at least in my opinion. Like, it's not amazing. I'll be fair there. Like, there probably are stronger starts in the workshop, but getting 2-star of all the base building materials in one building is just... it's strong. It's very strong. We also have a whole bunch of herbalist camp stuff in our first glade, and we've got harpies to collect it, so that's a really nice way to start out. Yeah, workshop and good food. All right, that's pretty nice. And we have some fertile ground right over here. We'll probably pop into that relatively soon. But first, we have to see what orders we get and what our first cornerstone is, because that can adjust the direction of the game. Oh, speaking of things I should be paying attention to, what are the forest mysteries? Gain more reputation from resolve, that's pretty nifty. If you don't have housing, people get a -5 penalty to resolve. That is very, very rough. Pretty much have to have full housing for everybody with that. Everything that uses metal produces half the amount of goods. That sucks a lot. Like, it's not the end of the world if you start producing metal stuff during the storm, but like, I don't know. It's not great. It encourages me to micromanage. Anyway. No favoring during the storm at Hostility 4. That can be pretty rough. I use favor juggling quite a bit to keep people from leaving. And finally, Eerie Song. Ah! Fudge. Ah, that's really bad. High Hostility usually means bad things. Like, 7... Like, the most infamous one is Grim Fate, where at 7 Hostility you just lose villagers, depending on what, according to what year it is. 1 villager per year you spent in the settlement, is how that math works out. So, yeah, it's like, oh, year 9, you hit Hostility 5, huh? Well, that's 9 people dead. And there's also things like Charged Rain and Eerie Song. And as you can see, we got Eerie Song this time. If people do not have services, they have a 5% chance of dying every 15 seconds. And you may think like, oh, 5% doesn't sound too bad. No. This just guarantees kills someone. Because, like, you know, 5% doesn't sound like much, but if you have 20 villagers, that's basically 1 out of every 20 villagers die. And probably more, given that that roll goes off every 15 seconds. So yeah, this sucks a lot. I need to either get services up, like, fully. I need to fully saturate everyone with services, which is really, really hard. Do not look for that. Or I have to keep hostility below 5. Ideally, I keep hostility below 5, either through sacrifice or through items. I really don't like Eerie Song. That's gonna make this game a lot harder. I don't like my chances, but maybe I'm just being overly doomy. It's possible. I can be a bit of a pessimist. But anyway, let's get people woodcutting right away. Clear the space out for the workshop. I'd like to leave this bit clear because I want to put housing next to the hearth. There's no, like, optimization reason for it. It's just, I just think it's prettier. And, you know, aesthetics are important, IMO. But anyway, we're just gonna fast forward until we get our cornerstone. Now that everybody's doing something. Cornerstone, what do we got? Interesting. These are both pretty darned great for food. If you happen to get mushroom seedlings or a greenhouse, Fungal Guide goes pretty crazy. Because you start to produce like more mushrooms than you could ever use, and they can be eaten raw, so everybody's will always have food. It's really, really good, and it ramps up it ramps up a little slowly, but like, hey, it's the first cornerstone. If I pick it up, it'll be great. Biscuit diet also pretty okay. Like, the problem with biscuit diet is that it requires you to, have biscuits. And if you're already at the point where you're making biscuits, it kind of feels like food has stopped being a problem. So biscuits giving you more food is like kind of questionable. But this does let you do some pretty impressive things because or if you have humans on the farm, this basically just doubles your farm yields, which is really good. Uh, yeah, like it can make you devote a lot less people to farming, and if you happen to get biscuits like early on through sheer luck, this can go pretty hard. But I think it's definitely fungal guide here, like almost certainly, because we have a patch of mushrooms right here. That's gonna build up charges all by itself. It'll be lovely. It's a good cornerstone. Hopefully that will stave off starvation for a good long while we build things up. And now we just wait for orders. Alright, what's our orders? Alright, Joyful Harpies. Have Harpy resolve at 18. That sounds real hard. So right now, if I got rid of enough woodcutters, they'd be sitting at 6. Kind of bad. But they'll have clothing soon because they bring 50 coats with them. So that will bump the 6 up to 11. If I put down a single harpy house, that will give them a +6. So that's 6 plus. So that's +5 plus 6. That's +11 plus 6 is 17. Which I can't help but notice is not 18. Though I could put a lizard on the hearth. Oh, a lizard is on the hearth. Yes, that's unfortunate. Man, harpies are really that low, huh? Yeah, they start at base 5. It's one of those things you think I'd have memorized by now, given all the time I play this game. Alright, this is possible. Like, the herb delivery line is, like, fine. You can make porridge out of it, and it's a component of biscuits, and you can turn it into packs of provisions. So, like, the herb delivery line is good. The parts are very good. The harpies certainly wouldn't make me upset to have, that's for sure. I guess, Relics was probably my second choice here. Rich Harvest is a lot of food to get rid of early game. That's very scary. It's either Relics or Joyful Harpies here. I think I'm gonna try Joyful Harpies. We can reach that breakpoint through a great deal of effort. And, well, the herb delivery line will be worth it. I'm not going to open up any more orders, because this will take all of my focus. Alright. Let's get down a harpy house. This will delay the construction of the workshop. Sucks, but this is a timed order. You don't get the luxury of sitting around on your thumb and not doing the timed order. Ever. We'll also need a way to get... Well, we don't need a way to get fabric. We'll eventually need a way to get fabric, but not for quite yet. Okay, harpy house. I will need to house at least 8 other people, so that means 2 shelters. Sorry, 6 other people. Did I say 8? I meant 8 because I need 8 people to upgrade the hearth. Put down a park. That should be all the housing I need to make it an encampment and get the bonus resolve from that. The +2 will be a huge help. And when the harpies take a break, they will get coats, and I can favor them for extra resolve. And hopefully that'll be enough. I'm pretty sure that'll be enough. Once the house goes down and they get coats, that'll be plus 11. So that'll push them to 13. I can favor them to push them to 18. And I could cut woodcutters to give them another plus 2 from forest hostility. So it's possible. It is very possible. Okay, they've taken a break, so they all got clothing. That's good. Their max is now 14. Everybody being in a house that is designed for them should give me another plus 6. Yes, and we hit 20 without even upgrading the hearth. Good. That should do it. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. maybe I panicked a little much. But hey, we're also getting some nice bonus resolve during the drizzle. Maybe I'll actually get a blueprint early on. That would be really helpful. Getting the first 2 blueprints, one from finishing Joyful Harpies and the next one from Resolve. That's the kind of early game I like to see for very, very, very difficult games. But anyway, we don't need a builder right now. Let's get the Harpies getting mushrooms and complete the order. Nice. Alright, great start. Rain Mill. Brick Oven's definitely really, dang, these are both amazing. Wow. Everyone in my settlement eats pie, so boy do I ever want the brick oven. But to get pie, you need flour, and nothing's better than the rain mill for flour. So, like, you know, I shouldn't buy, I don't know, what's a good metaphor for this? Like, you shouldn't buy a fancy cup holder before you get the car, I guess? I don't know. I'll workshop that metaphor later. I won't. Anyway, I will need cloth for the workshop, which means I will need 6 cloth from here, which means I will definitely need to get stuff from the reed field. And now we have more harpies, which is lovely. We could use the extra people this early on. And now we have 12 people, which is actually a very comfortable number for year 1. So I'm pretty pleased about that. And let's open up some more orders. Another joyful, huh? 27 human resolve. That's a lot. Is that even remotely possible? Alright. If I favor them, I will hit 24. I would need to put down 2 human houses to get there, and I only have like 7 minutes. Yeah, 7.5 minutes. That's real hard. That's real hard. Problem is I do not have the materials for 2 human houses whatsoever. I would need a ton of planks, and like to get that, I would need to have already built the workshop. Probably shouldn't have opened this in that case. We have the small farm, don't we? Yeah. I think just picking up 3 packs is fine. The parts are great. The +1 to fabric and grain will come in majorly handy. The grain delivery line would be super nice, but I don't know. If I had the workshop up, I would do this, but I don't think I can. To wit, let's wait for the workshop to be ready before we open up the last one. It is possible that will just come right back. Yeah, I probably should have sat on the orders for a bit until I was a little bit more established. But you know, there's always that, hey, open some glades order, and then I'll be like, but I already opened 3 of them. And then I'll be like, oh, I wish I'd done that. And then it's like, too bad. Guess you should have planned ahead and not been stupid. Ugh, the game is so mean. I can't believe it calls me stupid that often. Anyway. Uh, yeah, we'd have been short if I didn't have a human house up. So I'm not too upset. And honestly, the +1 to fat reproduction will come in majorly handy. Just waiting to get 6 cloth mostly. It's gonna be a little rough. The trees only drop leather and only occasionally, so like any of my fabric is probably just gonna come from the reed field, which, you know, but, you know, it's year one. What do I expect? I think we can speed up just a touch though. You're gonna be delivering more leather over. I just need 5 bits of fabric and we're good. We do have some homeless, unfortunately. Gotta make sure workshop's the top priority also. Ugh. Do I really want to put down another shelter? I mean, the answer is no, I never want to put down a shelter. Because they suck. But we have under an open sky. I can't afford to only build the nice houses right now, because that -5 penalty to resolve hits real hard. It's real hard and it sucks a lot. Alright, do you have enough yet? No. Let's get another person on that. Just for the moment. Can't wait to shuffle them over to the crude workstation. That'll be really nice. Okay, you have nothing to do because we ran out of leather. That's fair. Get you gathering reeds. And then the second you are done, we can make the workshop. And then I will destroy the crude workstation. Okay. Okay, get delivering, please. You have delivered it. Excellent. The workshop now has enough materials, and we can build it. Excellent. So I'm basically just going to stick 2 people into that workshop for essentially the rest of their lives. Because that's how much we're going to need those basic building materials. It'd be really great if I could find a storm geyser to make this speed up, because I do find one workshop tends to be like massively overworked, and it's very hard to keep up with the needs of the settlement. I could cut you. But speaking of the needs of the settlement, let's open up the orders. These suck. I think it's gonna have to be amber trade here. The wildfire essence is definitely worth spending 10 amber on. And the tools are also very nice. So, yeah. Not what I was hoping for. But is it ever? Anyway, let's pop this glade open. Hopefully I can get the farm built during the storm, and we can start making the small farm work for us by year 2. It's a pretty early farm. It is very difficult to do that unless like you start with fertile ground in your initial glade. Not gonna lie. But I don't know. If you're pretty aggressive, you can usually get farming up by year 2, and that helps alleviate the food concerns pretty well. I can also make flour with the rain mill, come to think of it. So, wouldn't be crazy to queue up a field kitchen as well. We definitely don't have the materials for, like, any of this. But, you know, maybe we will eventually. Alright, let's get the farm field down. We've got some bugs and a cache. The cache is nice, but I'm gonna save the tools just in case one of the dangerous glades that I'll be opening relatively soon happens to need tools to solve it. That happens more than I like to count, and it's just prudent to keep them around. Lizard resolve is low. I'm a little surprised given one of them's on the hearth. But that should be fine. Ah, yes. Also, I have to pay 2 amber for opening up that small glade. This is a nice confirmation that, yes, I can still defer payments for 1 year until, before I absolutely have to pay it and the bad stuff goes off. But anyway, I'm just gonna pay it right now. I would rather not have that hanging over my head and then, you know, spend a bunch of stuff at the merchant and be like, I spent my amber exactly, and then, 10 minutes later it's like, 2 people left, why you do that? It'd be very upsetting. But anyway, the lizards are gonna need some favoring to make it through the storm. Unless I get this shelter down and they're all housed. Even then, maybe not. I don't know, we'll have to see. Let's drop the small farm here once that tree gets chopped down. Love it if they chopped it down faster. Guess they were taking a coffee break, probably. Get the farm down, thank you. Let's put a high priority on that. Hopefully, the building materials will be delivered soonish, and that can get completed sooner rather than later. Hey, look at that! The housing solved the problem because under an open sky means -5 to resolve, and naturally the lizards would be that upset if they had no housing. All right, so that takes care of that. I can queue up some human houses and then some lizard houses. I think that will be lovely and fine to do. And, yeah. As soon as this is delivered, we could actually get the small farm built, so I'm gonna force delivery, so once they're done with the bricks, they will start delivering it. Newcomers have arrived also. I should at least give that a glance. Probably gonna pick the lizard and the harpy here. I have enough humans to stock the farm fully and have some left over, so that's good. I don't want to go too crazy on the population, just in general. And the pipes are actually kind of rare, so I'll probably take those guys. I would love to get housing up before they arrive, though. So I'm not going to let them in until houses are ready for them. It's just how it'll do. That's just how he's gonna be, yo. Let's see. I think we're mostly good. Could salvage that for some wood. I really don't want to take harpies off of the herbalist camp quite yet, because it somewhat worries me to just have no food income whatsoever, as you might expect. But anyway, small farm's done. I really wish farmers would help build the farm fields instead of just leaving it to the one builder, or however many builders you happen to have. But it's fine. Storm's about to end, so I can pick these guys up without worrying about resolve hitting me like a truck. Oh. It's good water. Alright. Year 2. Not a terrible setup so far. Let's see what we get. Wow. They are blessing me this run. These are both very good cornerstones. This is almost certainly safe haven. Anything that lowers hostility is basically a must pick, with 5 hostility starting to kill people. Survivor bonding is fantastic. It's just good. +1 to global resolve and movement speed makes everything just, like, better. But less hostility is good. I'll usually put down, you know, 2 or 3 hearths during the course of a game. And, you know, that's minus 120 hostility, which, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing at all. Speaking of upgrading hearths, I think I'll go ahead and click on this neighborhood one. That does mean giving up parts, but I did do a quest that gives me a little extra parts to start out with, so I think Outpost is fine. It's relatively easy to do. I have no way of making luxury goods. The beneficial agreement is pretty okay, plus the parts, I think it's just building materials here. I don't think I can turn this in for a while because I kind of need the building materials to build. But yeah, the wildfire essence will be nice later on when I have plenty of building materials and not a lot of wildfire essence. Do you have too many building materials and not enough wildfire essence? Well, I've got an order for you. I don't know why I turned into an old-timey salesman there. You're just gonna have to deal with it. A little surprised the trading post hasn't gone up yet. But, so be it. Let's get more woodcutters down, because we can afford to. I usually prefer not to pop into dangerous glades until the trading post is up, but it's got all the materials. It's just waiting for a builder. They're probably already building it. Yeah, we're fine. What's the worst that could happen? Small farms going down. I think it's fine to start producing grain already, given that I have a rain mill. Just turn it into biscuits. We can just start biscuiting everything up immediately, which will be fantastic. I should queue up the rain mill somewhere, though. At some point. Like here's fine? There's fine, but I think I'd rather it behind the warehouse. Or even like right here. I kind of like this better. I shouldn't be spending wood willy-nilly though. My aesthetics, my sense of aesthetics is fighting me. Anywho. We could sell some herbs. That'd be pretty nice. Considering I need to sell 16 values worth of goods to get an order done. Farliff is here, but I'm gonna wait on the dangerous glade to be broken open before I click on him because I'll have to click on him then. And I'm saving myself a click. And there we go. What do we got? The Hidden Trader Ceremony. I can either burn it down. I do start with the oil this time, so this would be pretty easy to do. Would get me quite a few tablets, which translates into a lot of money. Some wildfire essence and some crystallized dew I could turn into tools. That's really tempting. Or just report it for a victory point. I would need 4 amber. Like a 1 whole victory point is pretty good. I'll have to give it a think. Let's see what Farliff has. He has some good stuff. He sure does. Normally the carpenter is great, but all it does is allow me to make luxury goods because I have a workshop and a smithy already. Accumulated dew, if you have plantations, is amazing because you're basically just growing crystallized dew from berry patches, and it also works with gathering patches, so this is really, really, really great. You know, it's a way to get metal, which is otherwise very hard to get. Yeah. Alright, so now that I'm looking at it, I have 2 options. Like, I can just sell something for 4 money and then report it for a victory point. Strong is good. Or I can burn it down for a bunch of stuff. Also strong and is good. Uh, this gets real spicy real quick. How many, how long would it take if I fully got people on this? 6 minutes and 27 seconds. Ooh, okay, so that means we'll have mega hostility going into the storm if I do this now. I could sit on it until next season. And that'd be fine. Could even start it at the tail end of the next storm, and that'd work out just fine too. Man, that is a long time. It is very rough to work on glade events. Then again, we have sea marrow in the trees. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's just fine to click this button and be done with it. Let's just click the button and be done with it. We're getting them going pretty early, at least. I do need a builder now, so let's get you building. Wait. Okay, so we've committed to burning it down, which means I'm happy to get the reinforced access for better wood production, and I'll pay off the tax. And I'll sell a couple of herbs with the packs of provisions that I didn't have to spend reporting. This will be a nice early game boost, I hope. It's odd. Also, I didn't notice what else we popped up in this glade because I was like really distracted by, you know, making sure I didn't die. But that's a lot of meat. That's a truckload of meat. It's like meat for days. It'd be nice if I got a trapper's camp somewhere, but I don't have one. Which is a shame. But yeah, I think we're good. In fact, we're so good, I think I can sneak out for a refill of water because it's hot and my throat hurts. I'll be right back. Hold on. I can hear that the game paused because Farloff's about to leave. I have it set to pause when traders leave because I like to have one last chance of shopping before they go. I'm back down. I have water now. Yeah, probably not gonna buy anything. Don't need parts, don't need pipes. I think we're just good. Let's see. We also found a clearance geyser. That can be pretty helpful. You know, not helpful right now, granted. Right now it does absolutely nothing for us. But it could later on. In fact, I could use it to make porridge, given that we have a herb delivery line. Therefore, we'll have a ton of herbs. But right now it's fine. We definitely want to turn our grain into flour. Once the field kitchen is built, we will want to start turning any meat and bugs into jerky. Can't make porridge. Could make a few pickled goods, but that kind of sucks. And we'll turn our herbs into biscuits. And we'll have like, I don't know, 40 of them. That's fine. I'd much rather turn that stuff into pie, but, you know, I can't. The end. Alright. Alright, we have 4 minutes before the storm hits, which means 1 minute and 10 with an absurd amount of hostility from this. I have 37 sea marrow. It's almost certainly worth burning to speed this up. Yeah, I don't think that's enough to get me where I need to go in terms of that. Like, pretty sure I'll run out of sea marrow before this runs out of timer juice. But for now, it'll do. Love to get someone in the field kitchen too. Do we need a builder? Yeah, kinda. Take someone from the workshop, maybe? That doesn't sound right, but maybe it is. Maybe it is, and I'm just too recalcitrant. Alright, good enough. We will speed through clearance here. It's gonna be really nice getting human houses built up because they have some really, really nice upgrades for farming. Because they have this toolshed increases harvesting and planting speeds by 5% for every villager living in this house. So like, that's 10% right there. And like, there are cornerstones and perks you can buy that give like plus 25%. But like, you know, if you get a crowded house and a whole bunch of humans, like, this is a pretty substantial boost. And you can, you know, later on in the game, you can very easily like double your planting and harvesting speed. I have run out of sea marrow. How are we doing though? Okay, well, we got the time we're gonna spend in the storm down from 1:10 to 30 seconds, so that helps. Certainly not the worst. I will still burn as much as I can to get through it. I don't know if there's like some kind of weird math stuff where it works out that you need to burn it in bulk, otherwise you're wasting stuff. I don't know. But I'm just going to assume that it's just like you've burnt one sea marrow that knocks off X amount of time. Surely it makes logical sense. God, this storm's gonna suck. Okay. All woodcutters stop, and we're still at 4, huh? That's a lot. That's a whole lot. Yeah, that's a whole lot. Whoo boy. How much wood do we have? 174. Alright, that might be enough that we can sack some wood and get through this absolute disaster that's about to befall us. And it is. It will be a absolute disaster. Yep, that's disaster. It is absolutely disaster. Man, I'm not sure I can actually do anything about it until this finishes. That is just, that's more resolve penalties than I can feasibly deal with. Very glad I burned all the sea marrow. There we go. Oh! Boy, am I glad I burned the sea marrow. Holy moly, that was close. But now we have some extra hostility, and we can get woodcutters working again. Wonderful. How many spare people do we have? 1 spare person. Okay. Not as many as I assumed I'd have, but that's enough to start building stuff. So guess what I'm gonna have them do? Let's clear out some area around the hearth. I need to break into this just for space. Do I have the amber for this? Yeah, I have 16 of it. That's good. Speaking of things I should check on, what trade routes are available? They're not overpriced, because we don't have that mystery. These are actually really good prices. Yeah. Like, this is a very good price for grain. Like, I'm okay with, like, selling a lot of this, especially since I don't have the rain mill up yet. And that'll take care of amber trade, nice and easy. Alright. Want to get down a lizard house at some point. In fact, we'll want to get 2 down. Also want to get our last harpy house down. Make everybody real happy. You have no meat or flour. Guess you get to build for a while. Once the rain mill is up, we can start making biscuits, which will be really good. That's some pretty darn early biscuits, gotta say. Alright, so let's get a human in there, because they have bonuses to production here. Get them making flour. I also will want to get them making building materials at some point, so I can start upgrading the houses. Speaking of which, how much spare housing do we have? We have 3 spare housing at a glance, so I could like take these 2 and be fine. In fact, I could take these 2 and be very easily fine, so I'll take them. Oop. 1 too many woodcutters. That's fine. Alright, now we have 3 builders. How nice. Let's get them doing other stuff. Back down to 1 builder. That's where I always am stuck at. Alright, these guys are delivering stuff. That's lovely. The dew will be really nice. In fact, I could put down the smithy now and start like making tools out of it. Maybe pop this and this thing. Get some reputation, get another blueprint. That would be excellent. The medium has some wildfire essence. That's one of the things I look out for when I pop open caches. But again, I did a global event that gives me a few extra, and I haven't needed extras since. Plus, I'm getting like 4 from my orders eventually, so I don't think I need to pop that open for the essence. I think we're good. And I'm gonna fast forward a bit through the storm, because I think we're just gonna cruise through it, more or less. Waiting for the trade route to finish. Gonna pop this open so I can build some human houses. I don't know why I decided I needed to sing all of this, but I did. Alright, what do we got here? Another cache. Very sendable to the Citadel. Beneficial agreement's nice. It's not half a victory point nice. We got some roots, we got some sea marrow. Maybe I'll even try to collect that. But anyway, let's see what our cornerstone is. Hi! Okay. This is a choice. If I can get pies going, which I really want to, this feeds the lizards and harpies on yet another food they like basically forever. Yeah, it basically doubles your food production if you're making pies. Hard to make pies, granted, but with 2 people who like jerky and everybody loving pie, this is great. Metallurgic proficiency saves you a lot of time on metalwork, but, you know, whatever. Sahara, hello. Ooh, you have the trapper's camp. That would be a lot of meat. Like a lot. Plantation would also be really nice. Just because berries helps me make biscuits and pies a lot easier. I can't rely on the herb delivery line forever. It's something I'll have to think on. What do I want here? Plus meat production or parts wildfire essence and a beneficial agreement. It's pretty obvious which one I want there. Wealthy trader. Sell goods of 70 amber or more to a trader or a trade route. That's a biscuit delivery line. Holy moly. Wow. That just gives you biscuits and a market, which is also very nice. You know, it's okay. We can't use the luxury, only the harpies will like this, but market carts is a really great passive. I wouldn't mind that. Let's see. I have 20 amber worth of stuff just from these tablets I got. Uh, and I can like, I hate doing this. Just so we're all clear, I can sell amber for amber, and that counts as trading amber. It's dumb, but it can get me to something like this. I'm gonna try it. Also, I should have done that, clicked on it before I sold the ancient tablets, but I'm bad. I'm bad at the game. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't go evenly anymore. Why? Okay. So I got me to 20 out of 70. It's dumb. It's real dumb. But it is what it is. How long do I have on this order? 5 minutes. Yeah, that's not a lot of time. Ugh. I really shouldn't have sold those ancient tablets. I'm a moron. How many parts do I have coming? And wildfire essence? I'm sitting on 10. If I'm gonna do anything with a geyser, I'll need at least one extra. So I need like at the very minimum 7 or 8 to have a comfortable game. And this is 7 by itself in my orders. I could sell quite a few of the wildfire essence. Granted, Zelda doesn't exactly have a lot of amber left. But no one says I have to trade it for amber. 8 of them. Gosh, that's spiced. This is real spiced. Oof. Alright. It's another 10. Do I want to buy any of this? Questionable. Highly questionable. Probably not, if I'm being honest. Oof. This is rough. I'm gonna click this button. I mean, buying food and building materials isn't crazy. Buying pipes also isn't that crazy. It lets you get a rain punk up without it lets you get rain punk up without having to have metal production and good pipe production. It's like buying this isn't like crazy. That's another 4 amber towards the order. And what blueprint did we get? Interesting. Neither of these are like top tier for this game. Distillery would be okay. Porridge is okay. Barrels are okay. Ranch is pretty great. If I didn't have Sahilda's cookbook, this would be amazing, but I do. So like, this is just fine, I guess. It's another way to turn grain into food. It's an okay pickup. Let's just put it there. Yeah. Could sell some grain. Like, we've got a farm up. We're pretty good on food for a while. I do not like where I am right now. Let's sell some grain for fabric. Not roots, fabric. How did I click on roots? Wouldn't mind selling more herbs. Any available trade routes? We've got 15 coming down the pipe, which is very helpful. Doesn't quite get us there. I might have to call in another trader at some point, just so that I can, like, you know, sell some really valuable stuff for straight amber and then, like, get something useful for the amber and do the ridiculous back and forth trade nonsense again. That might be the plan. It's better than trashing all of my very valuable resources like crazy. Probably. Probably. Maybe. I've done dumber things. Let's see, I'm at 40, so I'll be at 55 or 54 soon. Yeah, I'll need another trader. I think we'll be okay for now. Let's actually cut down the production of bricks and cloth, because I would like more planks right now. Oh god, it's year 3. Right. Forgot that. Forgot that. Sure did forget that. Alright. We need a blight post. We need it really badly. We have all the materials for it, so that's good. I'll get a smithy down here, I guess. It's fine. 2 beaver houses, one next to each other will do. It's the start of drizzle. The blight won't kill us, probably. But yeah, year 3, you kind of need a full tank of purging fire before you go into the next year, or bad things happen. I should also consider getting a farm out there and get that up for next year. Lot to do. There's no good spot for you, is there? Get him over here. I need to fill the woodcutter camps back up also. Yeah, that'll be good. I wouldn't mind putting a harpy or a human on the hearth. I'm very scared of impatience points right now. So I think I'm actually going to put a human on the hearth. And we'll just call this guy. And we'll do the amber trading nonsense. Could also consider making packs of building materials because they sell rather well. But I don't really have a critical mass of planks right now, and I kind of need a critical mass before I start selling building materials for willy-nilly. Do I sell my potential tools for money? Probably not. Probably not. Ick. Ick. That's a terrible idea. How many parts do I have coming in my orders? I have 12. I have 12. That's enough for 2 camps and a warehouse, which is probably all I'll need, to be honest. And, you know, the option exists to buy parts from merchants. When I no longer have incredibly critical need of it. Yeah, let's get that up and sell as much marrow as it takes to balance that out. Okay. That puts me to 50. So I need to sell 5 amber more worth of stuff in 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Is there a trade route I could do? No, I have no packs of provisions anymore. Right, I used them all. Okay. Then it is up to Vlies. I have to sell him 5 amber worth of stuff. What can I give up? Ugh, I really don't want to do this. I really, really, really don't want to do this. It feels dumb. And it's highly unoptimal. That puts me to 53. I think this'll be fine. So I need to sell 4 more amber worth of stuff. The math is cruel and unusual. Ick. Ick. I hate it. I hate it a lot. But anyway, the trade will finish in the next 17 seconds, and I can see if I finish the order or not. I think it'll be ultimately worth it for the biscuit delivery line, because that is an absurd amount of free food, free complex food, which is really, really good. Maybe we can spare one for there. I do have to be careful. I do not have infinity wood. I can't just spend all of it on purging fire. But yeah, that did it. Alright, we got there. Biscuit delivery line and a market. That is huge. That is an absolutely enormous boon. And I'm gonna need it given how far I put myself back. It'll probably be fine, I'm sure. Yeah, I just need to do income tax to get, well, I just need to put down another hearth ultimately. So I have to think about that. I'll have to think about which direction I'm expanding in. Probably this way. 3 dangerous glades means a lot of good stuff. So that's probably fine. We'll turn some of that into flour. We definitely need somebody making food, though. I'll pull you off food production and put you on food production. That sounds smart. That sounds smart and fine. Alright. I would love another harpy on the blight post, though. Very worried about this next storm, because we're gonna have a lot of blight. Whole heck a lot of blight. Whole heck a lotta is a phrase, and you can't tell me otherwise. Should the market go here? I mean, it's an okay place for it. It's not like it will cause me an aneurysm for it being just hideously ugly or something, which is my main criteria for building placement in this game. Do I want to pick up some parts from you before you leave? Maybe. I could definitely use another camp. It's probably fine. Let's just focus on 3 packs for now. Alright, the coats are here, so are tools. That is super lovely. We want to start making tools and coats for sure. Let's get a lizard in there making coats. Now we're kind of out of people. How are we doing on fuel? 190 is an amount. I guess I can spare a woodcutter. Not thrilled by that, though. This feels a bit more precarious than I'd like. But what do you do? It's all good. All that's good. And it's year 3 clearance, which means we get 300% Blightrock corruption. Ooh boy. Fun. Love how fun that is. Ooh boy. Alright, well, let's try to level up the hearth. If I can. Let's get down some decorations. Maybe they'll even get built in time. You never know. Okay, that's as much comfort as I need. Now I just need some aesthetics. A little row of flowers in front of the hearth is always nice. Put down some benches too, because it's pretty. Lamps, more aesthetics. I don't know. Don't mind that. Nice little garden in front of the hearth. Make breaks a little look a little nicer. Nothing wrong with making your town look pretty for people, right? Of course I'm right. You don't have to go and just praise me effusively for my being right so hard, but you know, I mean, you can if you want. I'm not gonna stop you, but you know, it's just you don't have to. It's okay. We all know. I think I can just speed through the rest of clearance now. Might do to favor the harpies for a bit, but I think I'm actually going to favor the lizards right now. I would like them to have high resolve going into the storm so that I don't have to worry about them having low resolve during the storm. Because it goes down slowly. You're good here. I can finally place the small farm, which is lovely. Let's get another lizard off of that. Help build. Maybe actually get them in the workshop, because our current bottleneck is building materials. Harvester's camp has run out. That's fine. Very tempted to tear it down and put down a stonecutter's camp to get all this lovely clay. Could also get these roots over here for some extra food, but I think the clay will be a bit more useful, just a touch. Alright, we'll plan on going into this at the tail end of the next storm. Speaking of, the storm is here, and so are other people. Do I want more humans or more harpies and lizards? It's a great question. This works out to a nice even amount of housing, which is kind of like making me lean towards it, even though that's bad gameplay. We seem okay generally here. We have enough fuel for the blights. I will, however, need to fully stock it so that we don't die. Prefer not to die. By the way, if you want to help out, you can always type !help space, or you can type !help to see chat commands, because I do have Twitch integration enabled. If you want to join the Council of Elders and be a person in the settlement that is doing stuff and helping me out, or not, you can just watch me babble on and suffer. That's okay too. In fact, that sounds lovely. It sounds fun. Doesn't that sound fun? I'm sure it sounds just super duper fun. Alright. I think I'm going to put down some more lizard and harpy houses, because I plan on bringing more lizards and harpies in. This woodcutter's camp can move, so I can place down another human house. I would super duper love the humans. But might not be that easy. Looks like the Blight Rod is now fully under control. We're no longer being corrupted. Wonderful. Wish I'd had like a cornerstone to benefit from burning Blight Rod cysts, but you know, one cannot have everything. How do I have the hostility to bring in 4 more people? 24 times 6 is 24? No, I would have to cut a woodcutter. Which isn't crazy. Yeah, I think I'll just sit on it for now. Wait for the harpy and human houses to be built, because I do think I want the harpy and human here. It's highly good. And yes, I said highly good because I wanted to alliterate harpy and human. Normally I'd speed things up because nothing's happening, but I'm nervous. Nervous about getting through the storm okay. But it should be fine. Okay. We have 7 spare housing. And we lost some hostility because the queen's more impatient. Right, yeah, basically just rolled over. Let's bring these folks in. And let's pop into the glade right now. Because even pushing hostility level 3, there's no way they will leave in the next 30 seconds. Well, no likely way they'll leave in the next 30 seconds. Let's put it that way, I guess. I don't want lizards making purging fire because they are oh so slightly inefficient at it. Well, let's get the woodcutters' camps back up. Unfortunately the farm hadn't finished. I guess because I had everything else queued up. Makes perfect sense. I should have paid attention to that. I'm very tempted towards Queen's Gift here. At this hostility level, if you do anything with Rainpunk, the Blight Rock gets real dangerous, and having 200 more resistance is very helpful. If I don't use Rainpunk, it's pretty manageable, and I might want to reroll for a better one. Cheap Construction's like, okay. This is a pretty substantial savings on building material, but resource nodes having less charges suck. I don't think it's worth the trade-off. Food for cutting down trees during the storm is nice. The Mist Piercers are great, but, like, man, they're just too dangerous. Like, every glade you open costing half an impatience point adds up real quick. And while it's good to, like, get a preview of what's to come, I can generally be okay with not needing the preview. I think I'm just gonna get food during storm, and that'll be okay. What do I have now? Forest Fascination. Oh my god, those rewards are amazing. +3 to Global Resolve is the best reward here, flat out. It's godlike. 25 Amber is quite a bit too. And +5 to Copper Bar production is ridiculous. I don't have Copper Bar production, but if I get it, that's ridiculous. And I already have the tools, and I can just open up a bunch of glades. It's a lot of hostility for a game where I desperately need to keep below 5 no matter what. But what's life without risk, right? Let's go for it. Alright. Now, 10 minutes sounds like a lot of time to open up that many glades, but boy, it stops feeling that way pretty quick. So I'm going to cut some pretty efficient paths into the glades, and we'll see how it goes from there. Hooey. Yeah, we need to start making packs of building materials at some point here. I don't think we have the wood necessary for it, though. Hello? A leaking cauldron. I can fix it for a whole bunch of fertile ground. Do I need more of it, though? Is the question? Like, it would be nice, don't get me wrong, but 2 farms is quite a bit already. Like, this might end up being a bit of overkill when it comes right down to it. If I burn it down, it's massively slows food production, but then gives me better, faster planting, crop production, and more metal, which is very tempting. And I don't really have the containers for this, so I think it's just, this one's just getting burnt down too. Used the last of my oil on it, but that's fine. It's there for events. I'm not gonna cry about it. We can take someone off the blight post now. In fact, we could like take both of them off the blight post now because we're not going to get any more blight until year 6. Hello, old Farliff. What do you have for me today? I would love more woodcutting speed, or just speed. You have some tools and some coal and some metal, which are all like nice and all. I'm really only looking to spend money on like good perks or parts and wildfire essence. So I think I'll hold off on that for the moment. Okay. It's possible I could open up another dangerous glade right now, given that this one's already basically taken care of. The scribe will be nice too. The scrolls and the ale production will be, that'll come in handy, I imagine. Am I bold enough to open 2 dangerous glades at once? Maybe. I do have to get into 6 of them. So this is 1, 2... Oh, wait, that's dangerous. Oh, thought that was a small one. My bad. That's my bad. Failed that perception check. Ooh, a lot of harvest, a lot of herbalist camp stuff here. That's really great to see. Because we have, we've already gotten +2 to mushroom production, so this is going to be a ton of food. I'm very happy to see that. We can cut into this one. So that'll be, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll need 5, 6. I think 5, 6 will be these 2 or these 2. And that'll be fine. I want to pop this anyway. Maybe I just pop that anyway. I don't know. This is also getting expensive in terms of amber cost, which kind of sucks, but, you know, what do you do? Let's start making... Well, actually... Right. I want to wait till this is done before I make packs of crops, so yeah, just let's make some packs of provisions right now. For the moment. let's get some trading done. Hey, Hearth leveled up. 40 less hostility. Wonderful. And now we're getting resolve from the Harpies. Even more wonderful. Yeah, the Biscuits line is keeping us very well fed for a very long time, which I love to see. You love to see it. I'm very happy about all that. I need to move this over so they can actually get through the glade. You're about to break through it, which is lovely to see. Right? You broke through it? No, this one tree, huh? Alright. Knock it down, open the glade. What do we got? Reeds and a little bit of meat. Emphasis on little. Yeah, there's been worse glades. Let's get this one open, because I've apparently decided that I'm feeling bold enough to just open up another dangerous glade. Once that's open, we can bounce this guy over to another one. In fact, it will be the last one. And that'll be really good timed order. Hello, Infinite Dave. Nice to have you on the stream. Alright, clearance has hit. Farm got up a little too late, but that'll have to be fine. What do we have here? Another destroyed caravan. Whew, that's a lot of parts. And that's a lot of amber and packs that I don't have also. I can't swallow a -8 to global resolve for a very long time. Whew. Tough one. I don't think I can make this many packs of provisions to safely do this. Maybe I can. Either way, I don't think I can complete this until like I'm 3/4 of the way through the storm. And, you know, I'm ready to go into the next year. Yeah, I'm gonna have to delay this one for a bit of time, unfortunately. But it's not the end of the world. Trading stops an impatience point even if it goes off, so like there are definitely worse outcomes to dangerous glades going off. How are we doing on building materials? We're doing fine. We are only doing fine. But I think it can be time to start stuffing lumber into packs of building material for now. Definitely want to get this done before I make packs of crops. I have not upgraded the houses yet. You know, I have a... I've needed all of my building materials to build. So I haven't had spare packs of building materials to start upgrading them yet, but we're getting there. You know, I wish I was a little bit more established since it's year 4, but I'm not, because it's Prestige 20 and it's hard. But, you know, we'll deal. Anyway, I'm going to speed through the clearance for a bit. Ooh, there's a trade route available. Right, because I got packs of provisions. That would follow. There's a grain delivery, but I think we're just using it all in flour right now, which is where it should be going, to be fair. Wouldn't mind selling some mushrooms. How are we doing on orders? Still need to do a lot of trade routes. I don't think I mind just doing that one. That's fine. You haven't even unlocked them yet. Ah, that's rough. I mean, they're like... Being able to upgrade houses is definitely not mission critical, let me be clear. It's a nice bonus, don't get me wrong. Like, you can do some pretty strong things with it, but you don't do anything essential with them. Alright, I have 4 minutes to break into this last glade, and then we got the timed order. And that'll be lovely. Yeah, it's not lacking kitchen mission critical. Field kitchen is really good. Like the food production sucks, but boy, having it as opposed to not having it is real nice. Speaking of things I should probably have, I might want to consider the Forsaken Altar pretty soon. Because this is Prestige 20, and I'm gonna need all the help I can get. Just put it next to the farm so the people can, you know, walk by and remember that their viceroy is a hideous blasphemer against the crown and God. You know, make things homey. That's all I'm saying. No blight rot, so we're fine there. You are not doing anything with packs because we are capped on them for the moment. Did we finish this yet? 30 seconds away from it. Fair. I guess you help build for now. How are you doing on packs of materials? You're making them. You're making them, and that is what I want you to do. Alright. We good. Harvey can just help build for a bit. Once this is done, we'll start making packs of crops. It will be lovely, and then we can get 3 packs done. Definitely got to think about clearing space out for another hearth, though. Which means, if it's gonna go here, which is where I want it to go, I will need to clear this out. I don't have the parts for this right now. And 3 packs is not going to get me enough of them. So I'm probably going to have to break a camp down. Doo-dah. Or I could just destroy the resource node. Like, I'm probably going to be fine if I'm minus a 1 root deposit, to be honest, given that I have, you know, 2 farms. That's generally a pretty comfy position. But, you know, you never know. Trade routes are back. I still need to do a bunch of them. We're fully saturated on coats for the harpies and a little bit for the humans. I could sell the spares. It's not a fantastic price for it. It's a great price for grain, though. It's nearly 2 to 1. Yeah, that's a good one. Definitely willing to ship that. Alright, this is done. I can start making crop packs now. Makeshift post continues to be the only place I can do it. Almost certainly I'm going to have to cut woodcutters for this storm because it's real dangerous. So let's see where we are. Okay. We got a very timely impatience point tick. And I think we're basically good for this storm. No woodcutting, which sucks a lot, especially since I have woodpecker technique. I don't see a way I can really squeeze in woodcutting here. Yeah, that's kind of lame. Is what it is, though. Let's fill out the small farm. I might want to do exclusively grain now, given that I have, you know, a rain mill pumping out flour with all of this. Putting down the ranch at some point would also probably be, like, smart, and so I should do the smart thing. you know, that's generally a good way to play the game, is to do smart things in the game instead of dumb things in the game. But, you know, don't quote me on that. At some point I'm going to want to put down the market. And, like, just getting the market cart passives is going to make the settlement way more efficient. What's the bonuses for the altar? Which altar are you talking? Oh, the altar, the forsaken altar, the blasphemous altar, that one. Yeah. Oh, we're out of fuel. Oh. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's especially bad. Huh. Gosh, that's really, really bad. Is there any wood stored somewhere? Yeah, there's 20 wood stored here. Okay, that should probably get us through the storm. That is 5 minutes worth of wood, so yeah, we're okay for now. Yeah, the blasphemous altar is when you have when you're playing on, I think, prestige 1 and higher. You get to. Oh yeah, I should also disable the planks, huh? Yeah, it's a good point. Put those back in the warehouse. That should be fine. When you get to Prestige 1 or higher, the Forsaken Altar, you can trade in meta progression resources for buffs, which can come in majorly handy. Hi, parts. Yes, please. I can't take them in, otherwise I go up a hostility level, but that's very welcome sight. I'll need more Harpy and Human houses, however. I also need to think about this, because I gotta solve this before it becomes a huge problem. Oh, I really can't handle -8 resolve right now. Maybe deeper into the storm I can, but right now, not so much. Yeah, the timing on this one's gonna be tight and uncomfortable, but doable, which is gonna have to be okay. Will you deliver these already, good sir? It's the problem with having extended storage and one person on the thing. Deliveries take ages. No playing until you max the tree. I mean, like, if you're going like really hard on if you're punching above your weight class, you know, there are times where you can trade in non-food stuff artifacts for boons if you feel like you really super duper need it. But yeah, generally not advisable. I forgot I was burning wood for jerky too. Oops. Let's stop that for the moment. And that 5 wood should get us there. Probably. Probably. At this point, I could well, not quite. Eventually I'll be able to get woodcutters going, and people will not leave before the storm ends. That'll be definitely what I want to do. Hey, 3 packs is done. Huzzah! Finally got delivered. Jeez. Alright. Let's... Ooh, right. This will bump me up a hostility level if I turn this in. Ah. Yes. That is a concern. And it's not a concern I can completely ignore. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit on that one. Working on income tax very slowly. I'll need to get another hearth down pretty soon. Like, basically as soon as I start making this camp, I want to get it down. And I will have that once the drizzle hits, so that's good. This is where I wish I knew how long it actually takes for people to start leaving. But I think it's time to pull the trigger on these things. I don't think the harpies will leave before the storm ends. So we will turn all this in, call it good, and we will put woodcutters back on and bring people in. We have 2 builders, that's gonna have to be good enough. Let's see what our blueprint is. Temple's great. The brickyard's also very good. Wow, yeah, these are both fantastic. I did sacrifice a whole bunch of sea marrow. I'm actually gonna get another drink of water while I ponder this, because like I burnt a bunch of sea marrow, so that gives me some retroactive bonus towards the temple, which reduces hostility, which is really nice. It's really, real nice. It's really good if you do a lot of sacrificing, and on a high prestige level, like, you spend a lot more resources sacrificing, because they don't last nearly as long. Which is a very strange sort of buff for the temple. Brickyard's great because of pottery and crystallized dew. Lets you have a somewhat easy metal production. I'm just going to click the temple. It's a very good building. Alright. How are we doing on time here? This threat's going to go off if I don't do anything. Which sucks a little. Impatient points are never good. Well, they're kind of good because it lowers hostility. But, like, it's not something you want to just get willy-nilly. Also, the lizards are that upset, huh? Gosh and golly, jeepers, that's bad. Okay. Let's get one on the hearth to fix that. Where are my woodcutters? I am absolutely blind. I think I put them over here. Oh, right. Oh, no, I failed it. I forgot. Oh, God. I forgot that it was breaking through the glaze. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Dang it. I needed woodcutters no matter what anyway. Butts. I should have factored that in, but I didn't. I'm forgetful. Whoops. That's my bad. Oh well. It is what it is. Clay delivery line's good enough to pick up. It's very easy to get stymied by not having bricks. So I'm okay with the brick delivery line for sure. Let's swap a human out of woodcutting, because we want 2 humans up here gathering roots. Gather this root, because I want to put the hearth down there. And now, I guess I don't care about this glade at all. I can't believe that completely slipped my mind. My mind is a sieve. Oh well. 'Tis what it is. I am not a perfect player by any stretch of the imagination. I could probably take you off of these for now. Maybe these guys in the stonecutters camp also could be pulled off. I do need to, like, I would like to fully saturate my woodcutters camps given how tight we are on fuel. Like, we're really tight on fuel. Less people in the workshop? Maybe. Maybe that'll just have to do. And 1 builder, because we need builders. Sir Redmold, how you doing? You have some wildfire essence, which wouldn't be insane to buy. But I generally don't buy things until I have need of them, because, you know, it's best to save that stuff for an actual emergency instead of a future emergency that may or may not happen, in my opinion. Let's Let's see, I've opened up a ton of dangerous glades by now. I might open this one later. I would like more fertile ground, but right now we're okay. So I think it's fine to start opening some caches for rep. The fire is going out. Well, the camps are delivering wood, so we're fine. Yeah. Yes, you're going to go get some wood and put the fire back up. Right? 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 Right. Good. Hey. Making me nervous. Still want the builder up for now. I guess I can slow clay production a bit and get somebody opening this cache. Send it to the Citadel, get some amber, be very nice. Harpy resolve is low, huh? Yeah, that's pretty spiced. Given that we have the temple, I definitely don't mind burning some amber for this, or some sea marrow for this. Are humans mandatory in prestige? No one is mandatory in prestige. You can win the game with any combination of races. Just depends on the cornerstones you get and you know, how well you fare with them. I kind of don't want to give up my herbs because they're turning into biscuits. This is a very good deal on packs of building materials, though. I don't think I mind selling a couple. I do, however, want to start upgrading houses, though. Let's get these two upgraded. And I have enough packs of crops left over that will be fine. Little worried about lizard resolve, just a touch. Hopefully the harpies won't have a random dip in resolve. And we'll be fine. Hopefully. But yeah, definitely need to get the small hearth down sooner rather than later. Or I could just, you know, build the houses elsewhere and move them later, which is probably the smarter thing to do instead of just sitting on my butt waiting for the new hearth to be built before I put down the good real estate. Yeah, now that I say that out loud, it's probably fine. Yeah. But yeah, to wonk out on mechanics. I mean, humans are great because of their bonus farming, and you can do some really impressive things with them, but they are definitely not necessary. Like, beavers do pretty well on farms because they take breaks less often. Harpies too, because they can have less breaks. Oh, the Firekeeper bonus. No, no, no. You do not need slower impatience gain to win on a high prestige level. It definitely helps if you're having a bad game to slow impatience down, but like ideally in your game your impatience is going to go down by doing orders and getting resolve points, because if you're delaying that long, if you're yeah, what am I trying to say here? If you're getting impatience that high, then the game might be going badly anyway. Like it definitely gives you an edge, but they're not mandatory. Like, not even close. Although if you play around with the impatience points willy-nilly like I'm doing right now, you might need it. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to sacrifice enough sea marrow to get this done in time. Yeah, it's impossible. But that's fine. It's just delaying the traders for half a season and an impatience point. There's definitely worse consequences out there. Yeah. There went the bad stuff. No more trading. And a nasty impatience point. Does lower hostility, which ain't negligible. And honestly, I'm pretty okay with it for the moment. Is my cat pushing my door open? She sure is. Hello, kitty. It's in or out. I don't want to disturb people by having my door open. Yeah, who's a good kitty? It's my kitty. My kitty's a good kitty. Okay, this should finish up. New trader should come by, and we're gonna get a bunch of parts and ancient tablets. That will be lovely to sell. Though speaking of which, I should open up this last order, see what it does. Have biscuits and pies is nice. Sell packs of trade goods for the forum is very tempting. I've already got 2 service buildings, but like, more is never like bad. I'm certainly gonna fill the need for biscuits easy enough, but I do need a building that makes pie. Maybe the peddler? Give me a second reason to sell these ancient tablets? I think that's okay. Can I do something with packs of trade goods? Am I willing to stuff flour into boxes so we can't eat them anymore? Maybe. It's not like the craziest thing. You're done for the moment. You can take a break. Let's get a little bit of speed on our farms. I think that'll be great. Hey, your reputation point. Cool. Both of these suck. Well, I mean, they're good, but, like, they're bad right now. How are we looking on herbs these days? 40. That's a lot. Yeah, okay. Probably don't critically need that. Carpenter just gives me luxury goods, which I don't care about. I might actually pick up the herb garden here. Having a supply of herbs outside just the delivery line will make sure I'm always well stocked in pies and biscuits for the rest of the game. And I'm not willing to spend money on re-rolling those. We're actually pretty good. The only thing I really lack right now is the ability to do services, which is scary given Eerie Song is a thing. Really just hoping that I can build a temple pretty quickly and then just sack my way to a point where I never hit 5 hostility. Really hoping that'll happen, but I'm not counting on it. Yeah, I really don't have enough flour to be selling off right now. At least not for the moment. I can probably turn vegetables off also, because I think, like, everything we're eating is either flour or forage. Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna turn off turning mushrooms into flour though, at least for now. Yeah, it'll do. Alright, let's cut our woodcutters and see where we stand for the storm. It's probably gonna be a little nasty. It's only a little nasty. Definitely been worse storms. Is there a place I can put a lizard to make him happy? Sorta. Put him in the blight post. I don't know if 10 is enough on this prestige level. I know 7 is enough resolve to go through the storm without losing lizards, without worrying about the resolve. because, you know, they lose resolve really slowly, and it's very nice. But the storm lasts twice as long on this prestige level, so I am not sure how big a buffer I need. The Stonecutter's camp has run out of deposits. Well, you know, that's solvable. Let's get him over here. Man, just goes to show you how much building I've done that the building materials quest hasn't even come even close to being able to be completed. But the long-term health of the colony is probably more important than getting that order done slightly faster. I got plenty of both of these. Usually I prefer to turn my precious metal into tools. So, you know, I do need to do more trade routes. I think that's fine. Should also give consideration to starting tool production. I definitely want to use planks because that's more efficient, right? 5 turns into 2. So, yeah. If this number said 5, it would be equivalent, but it's not. So, that's how the math works. That's how math do. Da-da-da-da. Ha, 48. If the lizard resolves get too low, I'm just gonna cut all the woodcutters and start burning wood at the hearth. Definitely not ideal, but that'll get us through. So I'm just gonna fast forward a bit. I should also see who's about to arrive at my doorstep. Six people or 5. I really need to be careful about adding too many people lest I hit 5 hostility and there's nothing I can do about it. But this is probably okay. I have the housing for the lizards. I'll need more human and harpy housing, but that's doable. It'll probably be the group I bring in soon. So let's preemptively move these human houses over here, because I suspect the hearth is going to get done relatively soon. God, I'm starting to wonder why I'm even building this ranch. It's just a good place to put excess grain we're not milling. Okay, now I'm worried about resolve. So we're gonna cut woodcutters and start burning wood for hostility reduction. I cannot run any more woodcutters during the storm, which sucks, but it is what it is. Oh well. We have 60 wood, that should be plenty enough to get through one storm. And thanks to this UI improvement, it automatically stops once the storm's done, which is lovely. Alright. Got through another year. These are not great. Like, the 20% of higher yields is pretty good. Basically, every third year, I'm definitely going to have corruption that is higher than 150. This would be a lot more tempting if I was doing Rain Punk, but I'm not right now. I just have not had the building material throughput to actually do this, or the wood throughput. I really wanted to roll for, like, bonus wood gathering somehow. Neither of these are it. Yeah. Nor are these. Ouch. Burnt to a crisp is really good, though. Yeah, that is a truckload of coal, and I'm pretty happy to click on that button. Alright, let's bring people in, see what trade routes we have. Little spicy to sell herbs, given that we use it in food. Could sell the building materials, but I kind of want to upgrade these things right now. Which means I need packs of crops, which means I would love somebody to be on crop making. Let's get woodcutters back up. Workshop, I want most enough people in it. It's year 6, so I need to make sure I am well stocked in Purging Fire. What are the upgrades for the houses, you mean? Uh, yeah, the upgrades are you have a choice between one extra person in the house, very strong, or 15% movement speed for anybody in the house, also very strong. You can also then you have a choice between a stove, which is +1 to resolve, pretty strong, or for humans it's a tool shed, which increases planting and harvesting speed by 5% for every person working on it. Also pretty strong. A lot of times my farms will end up with like they will leave some stuff in the ground because there's just not enough time during clearance to harvest everything. So that just makes your farms more efficient, and it's really useful. Harpies are a little different. They, instead of farming bonus, they make everybody take shorter breaks. That does make things more efficient. And the Lizard House increases gathering speed, which can, directly translate into getting more food depending on where all your food comes from. It's all very good. Nothing's make or break, but you can definitely make use of it. Speaking of things I want to make use of, I've got enough tools now that I can open up another cache. So let's go ahead and do that. Burn off a little bit of this impatience that is creeping up on me. Alright, the caravan's finally gone. Small hearth is almost done. I'm a little ways away from this, so I think I'm okay. Sending a lot off for Amber. Hello. Upgrades. This is a lot of meat. I have a lot of large meat things that I can't make use of now, so this is almost a guaranteed pickup. Sahida's cookbook is nice. I already have it though, and I have no way of making pies yet. Really want to have a way to make pie, but, I can't force that. Can I sell some other stuff? Yeah, that's even as it's gonna get, I guess. The lumber mill would be really nice. 3-star plank production is good even if you have 2-star plank production because you get so much wood and you can use it in packs of building materials, which is very helpful. But I think I'm gonna have to be okay for the moment. Better wood production is not mission critical. Yeah. I think for now I just speed things up. Let's get this wood cleared out. Definitely want someone else on this trapper's camp. And I definitely want to get this meat cleared out just because it's clogging up warehouse space, more or less. This still has nowhere near enough bricks, but, what do you do? If I had a storm geyser, I would definitely have piped up the warehouse by now. We don't have a lot. Picking up the field kitchen is probably smart too. I really should start considering getting into rain punk stuff, because it is a very strong force multiplier for all of your buildings. It's just I've got so much to build. I feel like I can't spare the wooden planks for geysers. Unless I found a storm geyser, because then I could, spend water on making planks faster. Forger's Camp, you've run out already, my goodness. Alright, well, we've got some more roots here. That'll be nice. Good pickup. You're idle, because you're missing un tool. One tool. Well, it's in storage. Let's just go pick it up. So that's simple for it. Can I get some resolve right now? could get a little harpy resolve while it's drizzle season. That wouldn't be insane. I also need another harpy house, which I'm happy to put up here. For sure. We're good on lizard houses for the moment. Still need more human houses. In fact, we need even more than I have queued up. Anyway, it's clearance. Huzzah. Back to a massive amount of corruption. Fun. Let's just make sure the blight post is fully stocked so I don't have a brain fart and forget about it. We do have plenty of bugs. And I still need to do trade routes, so I think that's worth sending off. You're making crop packs, which is fine. You don't know. You're making provision packs, which is good. Yeah, this is all fine. We can just fast forward a bit here. The scribe would be very useful to have it later. Right now, I don't think I'm in a position to be making ale or scrolls, given that I don't have any pigment or wine or ways to make containers. Hopefully, we solve that with our next blueprint or two. But yeah, I'd love to get the temple up, like, soon. In fact, I'm gonna queue it up. Really, really, really struggling for building materials, unfortunately. Like, very tempted to just place a second workshop. Hello, Sandy, again. So nice to have you. Maybe I'll do a cat cam at the end of the stream if you go nap on my bed. Yeah, I think we have enough people that a second workshop is very easy to justify. Because we're really stymied on building materials right now. Anyway, it's the storm. I need to get below 5 hostility or people die. So let's just do that. We can sell training gear. The lizards like these, and I could open up caches with them in a pinch, but I think I just want to sell them, because they're not going to get used very much. Alright, how are we doing on resolve? A little spicy, not gonna lie. Really need this hearth to be done. Oh, I guess not. Yeah, the harpies are weirdly fine. Okay. Definitely worried about fuel, though. And the lizards being happy. Worst case, I could probably fill up the blight post with lizards instead of harpies. We're blight fighting right now. We're not, making purging fire, so lizards being there is, like, fine and good. I can pull them off the stonecutters camp. In fact, I should be doing that right now anyway, while I'm thinking on it. They're happy in the smithy. Yeah, I should just throw them on here anyway. I think when these people get done with their purging fire, I'll throw the lizards on there and we'll see where we stand. It's very rough because I don't have any complex food for the lizards whatsoever. I really need to be able to make pies. Like, quite a bit. Yeah. I guess we're to the point where I'll favor juggle them, but... man, the harpies are just not happy enough for me to favor juggle at all. Mostly because we're low on coats. And we're short a harpy house. And we're not short a harpy, I could just move it. Alright, alright. Do I actually want to move it? I don't have nearly enough wood to... oh, wait. Right. I got burned to a crisp, and we have like 60 coal. We're good. We're good for a while. Alright, that should be another bit of harpy resolve. Very useful. quite worried about the lizards. But maybe we'll be fine. Maybe. Ooh, Harpy resolve low too. That sucks a lot. That sucks a whole lot. Yeah, I hate that. Hate that a lot. What do? Oh, giving a speech. Well, I do appreciate people leaving slower. That's very helpful. Am I gonna have to sack Cole? That sucks a lot, doesn't it? All the blight's gone. Great. Though I need to kind of keep the lizards in here for resolve. If nothing else. But turn off purging fire. Put the wood back. There's no other place I can stuff the lizards where they'd be happy. Okay. Sacking coal then, not my favorite thing to do for sure. But it is what it is. Yeah. Stop that. Alright. We'll get through the storm, is all I can say about my current situation. It's a lot of people. Oop, out of wood. That makes sense. I'm going to have to really keep an eye on the lizards. Yeah, because they're gonna leave immediately. Okay. Whew, this sucks. Alright. Well, as long as we got the spare hostility, we may as well run some wood cutting. Shore up our fuel reserves to a point. Yeah, it's making me nervous. We might lose a lizard. How are these woodcutter camps doing? They're fine. They got a lot of stuff in them that is not in my warehouse right now, and I'd like that to be in my warehouse. Ooh, boy. I think we're good. I don't think Lizard Resolve can drop from 2 to 0 this fast. Yeah. Okay. Made it. Barely. Something that reduces hostility, please. Nope. Nothing. I guess leftover crops could theoretically be useful at some point. Deep Pockets is kind of sort of useful a little bit. I don't get much benefit from doing a lot of tiny trade routes right now, so I'm not that eager to do it. We've got a lot of mushrooms. Sell a few of them off for amber. We actually are still maintaining a goodly amount of herbs, so I could probably sell that off. Be fine. Alright, let's put down a lizard house. We'll need more harpy housing. That should be just enough. And yeah, we're just really stymied on planks and wood and hope. Let's get another woodcutter's camp down. I have the parts for it. I may as well. Once this workshop goes down, I'll probably just tell it to only make planks for a fair bit of time. Alright. Neither of these are pie. The butcher can come in pretty handy, though. I think it's worth picking up rather than pie fishing. Yeah, we'll deal with that. How about you? Will you give me pie? You'll give me the smokehouse or the scribe. Both of those are worthless right now. Tis worthless. You're worth nothing. um, it's nice and even at least. Shorter breaks for humans and harpies sound awfully nice. So does sturdy boots, though. This does give me access to incense, which would help out a lot. Like, it sucks right now because I don't really have a good way of making services at all. We're going to need them, but 1-star incense is bad. This is very bad. Let's take these two, just make everything way more efficient. Call it good. Blizzard's gonna get off the Blight Post now. Turn for Purging Fire back on. Not that we need it. I think we only get 10 cysts dropped on our heads every time, so whatever. Let's just make you a builder for the moment. And pretty soon you'll be a woodcutter because I'm about to be done with that. I think I want another human in the rain mill because flour production is very slow. Definitely want people in this woodcutter's camp because we are hurting for wood. Because we just can't build anything because the lack of planks sucks. Sucks and I hate it. Why did I start this given that I just complained about my lack of planks? I have no short-term memory. How are we doing on tools? We're doing not great on tools. Are we out of metal yet? Not yet. They're just building slow. Day 30 of no planks. Yeah. No parts, no wildfire essence, no sale. Get out of here, Iblis. Get your scaly hide off of my property. That was so unnecessarily rude. He didn't deserve that. Fleece is a good guy. Apart from, his ruthless trading practices. You are done making packs. Really don't feel like I'm in the business of selling tools right now. Feel like I'm more in the business of trying to upgrade houses again. Can I afford a harpy? Oh yeah, I can, can't I? It's a good idea. Yeah, although, boy, how much invasions is that? 8? It's getting there. Does feel like I want to do a human firekeeper soon. Forager's camp has run out. And it looks like you've run out completely, which is fine. We weren't depending on that for food particularly much. Do we have a stonecutter's camp or did I blow that up? No, we still have one somewhere. Right, it's right there. It's right there in front of my face. Imagine seeing things in front of your face. What else do we need to get? Reed field? Sure. We'll get reed fields. And this can just sit near my trading post, which is where I put all my camps I'm not using at the moment. Just so I have a consistent place for my eyes to go when I need them. Did I destroy the herbalist camp? No, that's still going strong. Good, good. Well, even on priority 1, this warehouse is taking ages to make. Goodness me. This is why I want another warehouse. Or workshop. Okay, we're making this out of our excessive amount of cloth. That's fair. Oy, oy, oy. I also need to consider making trade good packs. How are we looking on flour these days? Like, not bad. We have an absurd amount of wheat. I should be turning more of it into flour and putting it in boxes to sell. It's a good idea. Man, I wish I had a storm geyser somewhere. I don't like using rain collectors because they're just really inconsistent. But I'm starting to get tempted at this point. When's the beavers getting here? Right? I'm always feeling like I'm super low on wood without beavers. But such is life. You can win without beavers. It's fine. Now, we actually have a homeless harpy. That sucks. Really, 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 really need planks. In fact, let's turn the priority up. Guys, just make planks. Just make a lot of planks, please. I mean, one of the big problems is I'm turning all my planks into packs of building materials. I should stop that for the moment. As much as I would love to upgrade my houses and sell them, it's really not in the cards at this particular time. Alright. Hearth is done. Get a lizard on it. Good. Good, good, good. Oh gosh, I hope we can get below 5. Yeah, we've got 2 levels of hostility from woodcutters. Yeah, we're getting below 5 pretty easily. Alright. Time for the blasphemous altar. Isabel, I really could use some help right now. I'm not going to pay with blood, though. Stop that. Ooh, good stuff. The smuggler's 2 free wildcard blueprints. Amazing. I can get pie and good incense production, which will be very, very helpful. Titan belt means basically all my trade routes are free. Very strong, but I don't get like any extra benefit from trading apart from like the amber. Trade logs also very strong. I think the 2 blueprints is just like, that's just like, you gotta click that button. Thank you for the blasphemy. Ooh, ooh, oh, ooh, ah, wow, 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 wow. Oh, the cost to pay with blood, it lists it down here. If I click this button with pay for blood, 2 random citizens die. So, you know, you can just make the altar. You don't have to pay with meta resources if you know, care absolutely nothing for your villagers. So yeah, there's plenty of ways to get these buffs. And yeah, I'm thinking either flame amulets or no quality control. The flame amulets are amazing. You get 20% chance of bonus yields from woodcutters, and woodcutters cause no hostility whatsoever. They're really, 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 really strong. Quality control is also pretty darn strong. You get a ton of bugs, and as long as you're using the wood, you're pretty happy with it. We have a lot of uses for wood. I think I would rather the flame amulets. Running a full gamut of woodcutters during the storm will get me a ton of extra wood already, and since I have woodpecker technique and I get 2 insects every time I cut down a tree during the storm, that'll get me a ton of bugs anyway. So I think this is almost certainly flame amulets. Ancient Pact also just like super amazing. Let's be clear here. Being able to see what's in the glades, unbelievably strong. But I'm not opening glades right now. I want to keep my glade opening to a minimum given the hostility struggles I have right now. But yeah, let's just get 9 woodcutters going during the storm and laugh. Yeah, no wiki to check the events. Ooh. Ooh, I didn't know we were this rough in terms of hostility. Ooh, why is everybody so upset? Everyone has housing, not enough clothing, I guess. Yikes. Extra yikes. Oof. This is gonna be rough. Alright, brick oven. And let's look at the industry buildings, because I need something that makes incense really, really well. You'd think I would know it by heart by now. Apothecary is very good for it. And that's it. Man, is there really that few good incense making buildings? That feels weird. Could also get the kiln. That'd be pretty strong. Or the furnace. I do have a lot of copper ore, so making copper bars would be not crazy. The tinctuary? No, I think that's ale, wine, and pigments. Well, hello, is it lap time, sweetie? I think, I think it's just, no, that's my water, it's not your water. Yeah, I think it's just the apothecary, more or less. Yeah. Don't like it, but it's okay. Better biscuits, tea, a lot of good stuff. Alright. Wonderful. Let's get the brick oven down ASAP. The apothecary should go down as well. It's not really a pretty place to put it, but there is a place. And I need to not sweat the prettiness for the moment. I need this hearth upgraded like yesterday. God, I need... Oh, goodness, I needed all of this done so long ago. I'm feeling really behind the 8-ball right now. Or I could get a lizard on the hearth. That would be probably smart. It helps a little. Very little. Ack. Double ack. Whew, I did not expect... I did not expect Resolve to be this big a problem. Yikes! Alright, I'm gonna have to do the thing. Ah! Where's all our clothing? Shouldn't you guys be making a ton of clothing? Ugh. Maybe I should make another smithy and put lizards in that. Of course, that won't help me right now. Nothing really helps me right now. Ah. Nuts. This is very, very bad. Can't even favor the harpies right now. Is there like a place I can put them that they're happy with? I'm pretty sure no. Pretty sure none of my buildings are coats. which is a little Wish the temple had gotten built. Oh boy, I hate this. Yeah, just gonna lose people. I can't keep this up. There's just no way I can keep this up. Oof. Ah. Man. It's all these glades I opened up. Just gave me way too much hostility. And the fact that I haven't made the temple yet, that would have helped. Ah. I think I'm just gonna have to eat losing people. Yeah. Not much I could do about it. Delivering the coats yet? For goodness sakes. Stonecutters camp ran out. That's fine. Get clay from here. That's all lovely. Boy. Very bad. Yeah. At least lizards leave slowly. That's my one saving grace right now. Oh, God. Storm isn't even close to be getting done, too. I needed to focus way more on getting coats up. Because that was a lot more critical than I expected. I also need to get a warehouse up here because the walk it takes for people to move stuff from here is, like, absurd. Ah! Stop leaving, please. Ooh. Okay, I can actually make them stop leaving. I have a little bit of wood. Oh, nope, somebody dragged the wood out. Okay. Who's doing that? You. Stop it. Yeah, you guys are not, like, actually helping at all. You... Stop that. Alright. So I'm gonna need a human firekeeper. Oop, there it went, again. You grabbed wood. Alright, because I'm making you all make wood primarily, because I desperately need planks. That's, makes perfect sense. Ouch. Okay. Things are very bad. How? How do we get more hostility? How do we... How? What? Oh, ran out of wood again. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Generous donation? No. Okay. Okay. I have the tools to send this to the Citadel. We do that. Oh god, 2 minutes and 29 seconds? Really? That's a lot. That's not enough time. What do exactly? Just lose? Play might be to just lose, unfortunately. This failed order did me in. Ugh. The woodcutters are fully stocked. Not much I can do about it. Alright. Where's my reputation at? Yeah, if I open this pack, I can live. Can I get the time it takes to open it down enough to live? I'm gonna be 5 seconds short. Okay. Alternates. Alternate solutions. Planks. If I get planks... Zorg, do you sell planks? No. Okay. Do you have planks here? Yes. Okay. No tool production. You have some planks there. What else uses planks? The rain mill? No, they have nothing stored there. That's fine. Okay. The workshop. 6 planks. How expensive are human houses? 6 planks each, huh? Man, none of them are actually being built, eh? The temple has a bunch. Bloody hell, alright. Okay, bricks. Where can I get bricks? Well? This. That sucked. But we're alive. Kiln or the plantation? Kiln's amazing. Turning wood into coal is amazing. At 3 stars, to be clear. Plantation would be, like, fine, but not necessary, so let's just pick up the kiln. It's another place I can shove lizards where they'll be happy. Okay. Okay. We live, for the moment, human on the hearth. And I need people on the workshops. Because I desperately need building materials to get all of the things I need done. You make coats, primarily. I need to upgrade this hearth. I need to get the temple done. Okay. Still alive. Are there any tablets anywhere? Because I would love to finish this. But I don't see any. I might have to open up a dangerous glade for that. Which, while not great, probably isn't the end of the world. Oh boy, I wish I'd played a little less fast and loose with my hostility earlier on. But, you know, hindsight, 2020 and all that. Let's get you up there. Get you over here, I guess? Nah, here's good. It's close to the warehouse. It's trees I want to get rid of. I can put you up here, I guess. That's all good. Alright. Funny how, like, all my buildings are storm water. That could do, though. Let's make a geyser. And mayhaps the apothecary will be good enough to save me. Can get people in it for resolve if I have clearance water. Yeah. Like, I really need to get reputation through resolve, like, yesterday. But to do that, I need all these buildings done. And I can't get them done. It's just a bit of a catch-22, isn't it? I also need to prep this to be level 2, because I'm gonna need to turn in something soon. Cannot walk the razor's edge forever. Can sell some bugs. It's fine. Definitely need amber, because I need to buy help from traders. Ooh, it's a big ol' yikes. Can't favor anyone for resolve. Little tick of impatience down. Yeah, kind of feels like I'm just waiting on the workshops to finish all these building materials. Hate it. Need it a lot. This should help, though. Let's get as many lizards as I can making pie. You're just in there for happiness. But let's just put you in here for happiness, then. Yeah. And you make pies out of whatever we got. Because everyone in this settlement loves pie. And just make infinity pie. And maybe with that level of resolve from pies and biscuits and good housing, I can start to get some passive reputation. Maybe. I also have one more Forsaken Altar boon, so I'd like to rebuild that at some point. Not the highest of priorities right now, though. Alright. Harpy housing. Yeah, we actually just need another Harpy house, don't we? Okay. We need another human house as well. Good on lizard houses. You know, not in the way I'd like to be good on lizard houses, but we are. What are we doing on packs? We're doing fine. Harvester's camp has run out. That's fine. No more reeds, but we'll just deal with it. Yeah, extra builders aren't gonna hurt. Oh, I can get some reputation from the harpies. Oop. Just a little bit. Though I do need to give the lizards a big buffer. Alright, we'll save harpy resolve for drizzle. Right now I need to make sure the lizards are very happy going into the storm, so I don't have to fret about their happiness too much. I mean, I'm already fretting about their happiness, but, you know, right now I don't want to fret about it a lot. Plus we get a little resolve from them, which is nice. Yeah, the pies are kicking in. The pies are kicking in so well, I think a drizzle geyser is actually in order. Like, more than this one. More than clearance water. Yeah. Sounds smart. The ranch is finally up. I can start turning grain into other stuff. Though right now it doesn't feel like I need to. Yeah, kind of feels like what I'm mostly lacking is food production buildings. Do I want to make another brick oven? Maybe. We should get through this one okay, probably. Ooh, the temple's done. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's get people in there. Nice. Yeah, all that wood burning is coming in handy. We should cruise through the storm. Yep, we're gonna cruise through the storm. Wonderful. I just have to figure out how to not die from impatience. Easy. Maybe. Once that's done, we'll be good. I mean, we are building planks. How much do we have in storage here? Not a ton. I'm gonna have these guys focus on planks then. But yeah, if we can get this neighborhood up to 2, that'll be another thing done. And that means we'll be good. Man, that last storm was absolutely savage. I wouldn't mind burning stuff for the sake of it, also. Like, just to get some permanent hostility reduction in here. Like, I've got 3 woodcutters going, and with the ample supply of wood, I need to, like, use it for useful things. And hostility reduction is about the most useful thing I can think of right now. I'll stop when I get, like, below 70 or something. Stonecutters can't run out. Well, we got plenty more clay and other stuff to collect. This is so far out of the way, it's ridiculous. This is here. Once again, I'm thinking I really need a warehouse up here because the walk is getting absolutely absurd. Let's drop it here? Sure. I'm okay with that position. It's not going to make me vomit from poor aesthetics, which is important for me. We're very good on food. I can definitely sell flour. I don't want to turn on packs of trade goods until we have the other smithy going, because we really, really, really need coats to keep human and harpy resolve up. It's very, very important. But I do want to start making trade good packs. How many am I going to need? I'm going to need to sell 30 of them eventually. So, it's a good idea. God, am I going to need a 3rd smithy? Ugh. Ah! It's fine. Don't worry about it. I need builders real bad. Yeah, I need 4 more people living up here and a bunch of planks to make flower beds with. That's, those flower beds have suddenly become very high priority. Oh god, we need 14 people up here, right. Okay, I can move houses. It's fine. We're fine. There are ways around this. Okay. Move the shelters, for sure. They're cheap, and they hold a lot of people. Okay, 10 people. Okay. Just tenement row over here. 13 people. Cool. I can move one of these houses over. Okay. Okay. I can move this house up. I want to anyway. Good. Now I just need builders, and I could just bring in some newcomers for that. Not a lot of them though, because hostility is a very big problem. Let's just get the 6, call that good. Need more harpy houses now. That should just do it. I have just enough for the humans, and 1 more lizard house should do it. I want to queue all that up. Alright, I just need these flower beds built at the highest priority possible, and we'll live. Oop, ran out of wood. Oh well, whatever. It was unnecessary. Woodcutter's camp has no trees. Well, go find some more. God, do I have to do everything for you people? Just because, like, 8 of you fled back to the Citadel in terror doesn't mean I'm a bad viceroy. Right? You'll all tell the queen that, and I won't be executed. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. We're all good here. I really want that smithy to be built sooner rather than later, because I need all of these built. Literally all of them. Come on now. Outpost done. Woo! Alright. We're alive. Just. These suck. Maybe porridge? Like, it's better than nothing. And that's all it is. Goodness me. Things are bad. Things are real bad. This failing that order really cost me. Like, more than I'd like. Like. From Legend of Zelda. Oh hey, this got built. Great. Hi. Help. None of these will save my life. Firekeeper's Prayer would be pretty nice, though. The Glade event work speed would be good, and so would the longer Hearth sacrifices. God, that mark is just never getting built, is it? Man. Here's what it is. I need to find an ancient tablet real bad and sell it. God, give me something. Do I produce herbs? I don't really produce herbs. Do I just decline this for money? Maybe. Like, if I find some fertile ground, I'll put down a herb garden and leftover crops will be useful. I really hate just selling it for money. Goodness. Alright. Oh, the trader showed up. Do you have a generous donation on you? No? Ah. Well, that sucks. I guess I'll take that stuff. And call it good, unfortunately. Need to sell these packs of trade goods, though. So I would love it if you would give me a better price than terrible on it. That'd be lovely. Anything I want to buy from you? Honestly, the plank infusion might be, like, really strong. Like, this could honestly be a saving grace, as much as I hate it. Alright. We'll go with that. Now, just to be clear, what I'm doing right now is dumb, because I'm swapping around a bunch of buildings purely for aesthetic reasons, but it's also essential in my soul, so we're doing it. Okay. Good. That's done. Let's put down a park. Oh god, we're getting passive resolve. Thank God. That is huge. Alright. And I need 4 harmony here. Yeah. I'm just gonna do my cute little archway, I think. It's my favorite way of making 4 harmony. Just put an archway and a torch under it. It looks all cool. It's like a shrine. Oh man, the passive resolve is going to save my bacon. Yeah, that infusion of wood planks is, it's doing numbers, let's just say that. Why are we so low on fabric? Just a production issue. Fair enough. Tier 9. We have plenty of cleansing fire, so I'm okay with that. I'm also going to favor the harpies, because 19 will get me more reputation faster. And I get double the reputation from high resolve during the drizzle. It's paused because the trader's about to leave. Do I have everything I want? Pretty much. Okay. I have an unbuilt harpy house somewhere. Why isn't everybody in good houses? Oh, because I have 2 unbuilt harpy houses. Yes, that would be why. In fact, that's probably where all my cloth went to. Ah, everything's making sense again. Hooray. The bathhouse passive is pretty strong. And it might be better than just getting very slightly better oil production. Okay. I have thus decided. I also need to put down the butcher at some point. Alright, I was gonna wait for these to be done. Which, incidentally, I should really put another lizard down here, if that's gonna be the case. Just keep making coats, as many coats as you can make. You guys keep making as many pies as you can make. I would love to pipe up the brick oven and just get infinity pie, cause that's gonna be a lot of resolve and a lot of saving my life, which is good. I like it when I don't lose in general. Wow, this can already be upgraded? Holy, alright. Let's put down some pretty stuff. I'll need 2 more park. I'll need 1 more park, which we can just kind of slap down here, I guess. Sure. It's good enough. And then we need more harmony, so I'm just gonna do my thing and call it good. Okay. 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 Another impatience gained. Well, lost. Thank God. The scribe or the rain collector? Oh, hey, the drizzle guys are finished. Wonderful. How many wildfire stones do I have? I have enough. Good. Excellent. Let's pipe this up to heck and just get more pies than we could ever eat in a lifetime. I already have a scribe over here. I just haven't built it yet, which I guess I should get on at some point. So like, is it just advanced rain collector here? I don't plan on ever using it, is the thing. Oops, sorry, suddenly it's lap time again. Hi, Sandy. What you cook, kitty? Well, yeah, you're hungry, aren't you? I'm late for giving you your dinner. Ah, I'm such a terrible owner. Yes, that's why you're walking across the keyboard. I'm gonna sit on that for a second. Wait till I get some money. Maybe I'll buy a reroll on it. Sandy is slapping my mic and my face with her tail to express her displeasure with how late dinner is. I'm sorry, the stream's going long. I didn't think it would go this long. I thought I'd get a quick and easy win. I definitely didn't. Yeah. You're very cute, though. Oh boy. Rough game. I'm unsure what I'm gonna do about next storm. I guess I need like a... Well, actually, we're gonna get an absolute... We're gonna get an absolute truckload of like we're gonna get an absolute truckload of coal during the storm because of burnt to a crisp. And that'll give me some sacrifice fodder. How are you doing? You're doing fine. Got way more packs of crops than I expected to have. It's kind of weird. Yeah. I'm okay with upgrading some buildings now. Ooh, yeah, I need to get people in the market. Someone doing something non-essential? Anyone? Not really. Everyone's kind of feeling real essential right now. Maybe a human? Alright. The market carts will make the settlement fantastically more efficient, which will be a big help. I wouldn't mind more people, even though I'm very scared about hitting hostility level 5, because there's not a lot I can do to reduce it right now. And I'm about to get 45 that I can do nothing about. I sure am. That's real scary. I need another hearth. Can I... Do I have space for another hearth? Not really. I need to break into that one. Or, like, make room over here? I guess I could make room over here. This is very cramped, but I might need it. Or I could put it over here. You know, next to the, hideous blasphemy. People don't mind living next to that, right? Sure. Of course not. Who wouldn't want to live next to that? Anyway, it's good enough. I can't get too precious with it anymore. Okay. Let's get a bunch of harpies on the blight post, because we're about to get a lot of blight. And it'll suck. And I'll hate it. Let's swap you from making biscuits to only making jerky. Oh no, we don't want to make jerky because we have pie! And Sahida's cookbook is giving me infinity jerky. All I care about is biscuits now. That's great. Granted, I could also make some porridge now that I have some water. That wouldn't be crazy. I am producing water, although where it's... this is kind of sucking up all of the water that I'm producing, but that's fine. Because, like, I want that. Like, the whole point is to get water. Let's make incense for Happy, and biscuits out of anything we have. Yeah, and we'll just cap that at, like, 80, I guess? That's fine. Love another harpy in there. Maybe I don't need to go this crazy on the workshop. Get you making food. It's not the worst idea. Man, how is all of this food being left in the field with... What's my bonus at? Plus 30% harvesting and planting? Highly lame. Oh well. Once everything's built, I think I'll be comfortable turning on packs of building materials again. But it's not, so I'm not going to, at least not yet. You can go in the kiln, make a bunch of coal. That will be lovely. Let's see how bad the storm is. Shockingly, the storm is going to be fine. Oh my god, did I actually pull this back? It feels like there was like no way to pull this back. But I've got a fully stocked blight post. The blight isn't taking any longer than normal to get rid of, so one fully stocked blight post should handle this. I should build another one just in case, granted. Because that can get out of hand when you start making rain punk stuff. It would be prudent to have another one. So I'm gonna do that. Put the camp here? Question mark? I guess here's fine. Put the blight post down here. And we have more people. I can bring in 6, but I think that would bump me up to hostility 5, which I really cannot afford at all, period. Yeah, it will be 6 times 6 is 36, which will bump me up to 80. And I'm about to hit year 10, which will bump me up another 45, which will mean it's 120 more hostility, with no way to reduce it. So I can't bring people in right now unless I get this hearth down and leveled up to 2 to reduce hostility. I really needed more than just safe haven to reduce hostility. Like, real bad. And the temple is just kinda not cutting it either. Traders showing up with the ways of the forest would be really, really helpful. Like, really helpful. God, I have no more blueprints. I should just sell the copper ore. Actually, what I should do with the copper ore is I should make some roads. Because if I'm not going to turn it into copper bars, I should be turning it into roads. That is way overdue. Okay. Do I want to re-roll this? Probably. There's so many. Oh god. Hate it. 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 Did I mention I hate it? It's because I hate it. Alright. Rebuild the roads. Ugh. We'll get down the smelter, which is very helpful. Just wish I'd gotten just like a fraction of a second sooner. God. I feel trolled. What happened to my workshops? What do you mean, what happened to my workshops? smithy might have actually been overkill. Why is there 3? Well, this one's dedicated to making coats forever. This one's dedicated to making tools and trade goods forever. And this one I may have overdone it. But yeah, I only have 2 workshops, and like I've had need of them because I'm just constantly low on building materials, and 2 workshops is just like good. This one I can't even staff though, so this one's probably more than I need. In fact, it's almost definitely more than I need. We gotta open caches really aggressively now. Yeah. I need to make tools out of whatever I've got and open caches very aggressively. I also need to find an ancient tablet somewhere, which is a little rough given that I don't have any big deposits of sea marrow anywhere, which is usually where I would get that last one I need to push me over the edge. But I don't. So, and they're not in any of the packs either. So I'm probably gonna have to break open a glade to get that last one to do this order, but I'm really hoping I don't have to, and I just, like, win through opening up these caches. I don't have leisure. I could have leisure. But only one person would benefit from it, which kind of is stinky. Open a forbidden glade. I'm good, considering that would push me into hostility 5 with no real way of reducing it from there. That seems poor. Is there an achievement for doing prestige run without using the altar? Well, I don't remember, but I've definitely gotten it. If there is. Because I've won many a game without the altar. Maybe not a prestige 20 game, granted. But I have done it. Oh my god, it's Loot Box Horse. Everyone loves Loot Box Horse. Everybody loves seeing Loot Box Horse. It's so nice to see a Loot Box Horse. Let's just sell a bunch of stuff and spend it on loot boxes. Yeah. Everyone loves Loot Box Horse. What do we get? Bunch of pickled goods, some trade goods I will immediately sell. We can turn into tools, some ale, which is fine. A free wildcard blueprint. Whoa! Nice! And increased sacrifice stacks if I have 2 ongoing trade routes. This will never happen, but it's nice to have. Okay. Like, that was weird. Wait, where's my scientific achievement cornerstone? Where's my wild card? Oh, never mind. A very strange deal with the smuggler. You can choose a blueprint from unlocked blueprints every time 12 villagers die. I misread that. That sucks. That sucks and I hate it. Okay. Good to know. That my disappointment is immeasurable. Anyway, let's sell more packs of trade goods to him. Have any amber coming in? Sort of. Not a lot though. Maybe from the packs I'm opening. Am I opening any of them? I mean, it could be. Mayhaps I should be, in fact. Let's take you off the Blight Post. It is highly unnecessary to have you on the Blight Post right now. You can just get some sea marrow there. Let's get you to opening up a cache for more points. And oh my god, look at all this resolve I'm getting passively because we have incense now. Oh my god. I feel like I'm gonna live. Hope. Hope is creeping into my soul. I had given up so long ago. I thought this game was a complete wash when I messed up that order and like 8 people left during the storm, but I might actually pull this back. I might win this game. I might seal the Adamantium seal, which I think is like the hardest challenge in the game right now, sort of. So, sick. I've been playing for 3.5 hours, by the way, to answer your question as to how long this run has been. Long is the answer. Oh, my lordy. Yeah, I need to up biscuit production a bit. The biscuit lime was not great. Full stream A, yeah, just gonna stream till I win, gosh darn it. Yeah, I cannot. The villagers will push me to hostility level 5, so I just can't, unfortunately. Let's favor the harpies so that the lizards and the harpies are giving me reputation. Because I have more harpies than humans, so I would rather get harpy resolve because that makes me get resolve faster. And that's how the mechanic works. I believe a previous viewer was kind enough to point out how that mechanic works to me. Even though I think I unconsciously knew about it, but you know, it was still very helpful of them, and I very much appreciate the information. And I want to give them credit where it's due. Will I win before the storm? I could win before the storm. Especially with the double reputation from Resolve mystery going on. In fact, once those tools get delivered, I'm basically guaranteed to win before the storm. Because then I'll just pop this open for half a reputation point and win. But yeah, I think it's just sit here and wait to win from either Resolve or tools. So, yeah. That's pretty nice. One might say I'm rather pogged up about it, because I did it. I sealed the Adamantium seal. This was really effing hard. Oh my god. Wow. That was the hardest Prestige 20 run I have ever won. I thought I was dead 10 times over when I hit the max impatience. Wow. Wowie, 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 wow. Okay, wow. Heck yes! Oh, that feels amazing. I did it. I this was really hard, but the Adamantine seal is done. It's done and dusted. Prestige 20 in the sealed forest. We done. Let's finish the cycle. Adamantine seal done. I'm just showered in meta progression resources. It is raining down upon me. Ah. Ugh, feels amazing. And no failed towns. I thought I was going to have one failed town. Let me tell you what. But nope, no failed towns that run. Feels amazing. Whew. What was the hostility 5 gave meta progression resources? I'm not sure what you mean. But you get meta progression resources for finishing for the highest seal you finished at any point, and any seal fragments turn into meta progression resources. And also you get like extra from your score if you do modifiers that hurt you, like Fisherman Ritual Sites or anything that is red. You get extra points at the end of the cycle, and that gets you meta progression points. And you get more points for doing higher difficulty games. So yeah, like if you're doing plays on Viceroy, you get way more points than you get with plays on Settler. And every prestige level is, I think, 5% more points, which, you know, adds up to double the score. It might be 10% more now that I'm thinking about it. and it adds up to like double or triple your score at the end, which translates directly to meta progression resources. And it's real good. I basically never play on anything below Prestige 5 at this point because I've unlocked everything. Uh, the unlocks make a huge difference, but yeah. Oh my god, my throat hurts and my cat is gonna kill me because I have delayed food for her for so very long. Hang on a second. I'm gonna close my avatar and see if I can't get a little bit of cat cam as